Hi guys, Kirk here with Kirk Giordano Plastering. What we're going to do today is severe crack repair. Now, we're in Alameda, we're towards the beach, and we've got a lot of homes in this area that crack. And the reason they crack is, one is we're on a landfill, it's sand. Another is there's a lot of underground streams going under here. In fact, this chimney here, can you push over there, it collapsed a bit. It dropped a wee bit, and they put a new foundation on it. They put new tiers under the front of the house, went 13 feet deep till they hit something solid to raise it up and stabilize this. Now the water tables under here, they range from anywhere, say this house might, when you dig down, have water 4 feet deep. The next house might not have it 6 feet deep, or it may have it 1 foot deep. There's a lot of underground rivers in Alameda. They hired somebody and they put an interior plaster here. So this stuff here, can you zoom in right here, Zing? Okay, this is an interior plaster. When it starts to rain, this is going to absorb water and just come right off. And it's pretty much around the rest of the house. What we are going to do is, I'm going to pressure wash this off with my powerful pressure washer. I have quite a few of them. My biggest and best one is what we'll use because it'll just take it off instantly. Then we're going to apply a Weld-Crete over all these cracks, and we're going to put stucco on it. Some of the areas I'm going to caulk if I can, but according to what I've heard already, there's basically very limited paper, very limited wood. You can see some of the exterior from inside. That means it's deteriorated. The owners here said, well, gee, can you waterproof it and give me a guarantee? I said, absolutely. If we tear all the stucco off and redo it, we can. But for now, they don't want to do that, and I don't blame them. So we're going to go ahead and correct this as properly as we can with our hands somewhat tied. I'll walk you around, and we're on a very, very busy street, so it's going to get loud here. You may not hear me, but I just want to show you what we're doing today. We got this one, and the cracks in here. Now those are deep cracks, they go back forever. Tough to waterproof something that's already shifted. We got the cracks here, we got this coming right off, and then we got the front of the house. The front of the house is the same thing. Now, from what I understand, it says there's no wood left here. It's just hollow, so when we break it out, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it as far as the best way to watertight it temporarily. Again, they're eventually going to probably have to pull this all off and redo it. But for the winter, and it's getting close, we want to get it fixed up, and then they're well aware that they should put on a primer and a waterproof paint. I recommended the Kelly Moore Elastomeric. You prime it very well, maybe twice, and then use a top coat. That says it lasts about 7 years. Anyhow, we're going to get started with this and correct some of these damages. Okay guys, next we're at the stage where we already took it off, and now I can completely see what the heck I have to work with. These cracks here, I'm going to put a polyurethane caulking in them. They're a bit over hairline, but they're not worthy of cement. This here is worthy of cement because it's a pretty large crack. Now what I'm going to use is a rapid set on this crack here, that crack there, and a few others. Then on the bottom of this chimney, there's an area that's about 3 inches thick. I'm going to also use the rapid set on that because it sets quick, and it actually, when you put it on, it has a pretty high strength level, 3,000 psi, and so it gives you an idea of the strength of the cement we're using. Now, of course, that stucco cement we're using, but this chimney or this house shifts because of the water, the rivers underground, and all the traffic going by, the wind, the rain, the settling, which it will. What I'm doing, even though it's stronger than the average concrete, will still crack. Important to say that because there's no such thing in industry standards of doing stucco or concrete without having a hairline crack in there. If this building decides to move, my cosmetic finish is not going to stop it. While I'm at it, I want to show you guys something else. Again, we're getting toward the really loud street, so I'll get a little closer to the camera. Here, we removed all of the interior finish. And of course, the interior finish just dissolves. You hit it with water 2 or 3 times like washing dishes. It will dissolve, and then you hit it with the pressure, come right off. I don't want to remove, because we have some huge cracks in here, I'm going to caulk these, but I'm leaving some of his, you got that stuff you spray in a can, spray foam, and it expands. So I'm going to leave that in there. Why? Because I don't want huge holes in here because we can't fill it with caulking. So we're going to leave all this in there. The fellow who did this didn't use the right material, exterior cementous material, but he did. At least he foamed all that big stuff because caulking will just keep falling through the house. Anyway, we're almost at that stage too. We're going to go ahead and mix up some rapid set, and I'm going to patch these in. Okay guys, now you see exterior stucco. This stuff here will not wash off when it rains, and it's extremely strong. Over here, trying to get out of the noise right there. This joint has been done. Over here, I'm still doing this joint, and I'm taking water on this flow here, and this is already drying. And again, I'm using a rapid set. A rapid set, how do you know it's rapid set? Well, rapid set cement is white, and depending on the color of the sand, it'll turn tan. Sometimes I've done it where it turns gray because of admixtures and the sand color, but usually it's kind of a tannish color. And this particular material, I used to do a lot of videos where I explain how to do it. You guys can see what we do as part of our trade, but this particular material is not for homeowners or beginners, even 3-4 year guys. You got to have a certification to use this stuff, so I don't know if folks think, hey, gee, I'm going to do like Kirk. You're not. This stuff takes a considerable time and skill to use it. So don't use rapid set unless you, well, they won't allow you anyway unless you have a certification. Okay, guys, you see how we're doing that? We're almost getting ready to get out of here. I still got to do some caulking over here and some applications of acrylics. And when we get to that stage, maybe another half hour, I'll show you the final. Okay guys, we are complete with this project. I need taking you back around. It's really loud on this street anyhow, so I'll just recap what we did. Filled in all the cracks. There's green stuff here. All it is we applied a little Sikaflex polyurethane caulking in some of these superficial cracks. And I used what acrylic product I had in my house. I have about 30-40 pails, and they're all different colors. I just happened to grab a green. It's going to get painted this week anyhow, so you're not going to see that. So there you have it. Severe cracking here and there, and then we call this stuff here just minor headline cracking. It's stuff that the Kelly Moore Elastomeric primer actually seals it. It's such a thick paint. Anyway, this is Kirk with Kirk Giordano Plastering. Thank you, Dave, for this video again, and thank you folks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.